Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. It's your friendly neighbor Velva once again, and now we'll be dwelling into the new batch of main stages from stage 421 all the way towards stage 430. And to be honest, even though the title says that I did S-Rank Itemless the first 9 of these stages and only used +5 moves on the final stage at stage 430, I would highly recommend that you guys at least have a fully Mega Rayquaza available. And if you really want to try to S-Rank the first 9 stages itemless, I will highly recommend using the likes of Mega Rayquaza. Apart from 3 Pokemon stages where you should probably even use Mega Gengar for this instance. So for this Foolish Mule version, I'm using a team of Mega Gengar. Zuarka is just there for its Sinister power to boost the power of Yveltal. I don't think I even managed to even activate Sinister power for this run, to be honest, but still, it's a 3 Pokemon stage. Just make use of Mega Gengar, and if you can get close to 100 combo, maybe have an average of maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 combos for the first 4 turns, you should be able to defeat this stage itemless. I think it requires a total of a combo of 120 hits with probably a fully maxed team, and you should definitely get the job done within the first 4 moves to actually S-Rank this itemless. Alright, so that pretty much concludes Foolish Mule version. Much tougher than the female version, which is now currently available in the Safari. And if you guys notice here, despite even getting a pretty high catch rate after defeating it within the first 2 moves, it would not stay in the 90% Great Ball. I tried it again, and it flat. It flat at freaking 90%. Okay, so honestly, for these next 10 stages, not only is it very easy to actually miss out the itemless S-Rank by 1 or 2 moves if you're not using a Mega Rayquaza, but for me it was so hard to even catch all of these new Pokemon. None of them actually stayed in a Pokeball, to be honest, and thankfully the super catch rate actually pushed it up to max. If not, I was really afraid that it could run away again at that 78% catch rate. Alright, so coming into the next stage, we actually got Holucha. So with this, I'm trying to make use of a Sky Blast team, a full Sky Blast team of flying types, and with the exception of the Mega being Mega Slowbro, a fully candy Mega Slowbro. And with the new updates, Mega Slowbro will be actually able to eat more candy, so yeah, it should actually be able to evolve in a total of 14 icons. So that is, I would feel, pretty quick. Maybe not as quick as Mega Sharpedo when it's fully candy, but still, it's not too bad. It's not really too bad. Alright, so like all of these upcoming repeat stages, they have 15 moves and they have quite a lot of HP, to be honest, especially within these 10 main stages from stage 421 towards stage 430. Alright, so it will actually start to summon you with 2 blocks, and further down in the stage it will start to summon even more blocks per disruption, so you probably want to make use of a decent Mega that could actually clear all these blocks. You don't really need a disruption delay here. +5 moves should definitely guarantee you the S-Rank, and I guess you can even use a Mega Boost plus Mega Mewtwo Y team. That can also come in pretty handy as well. Yeah, but that's pretty much about it. It is still quite a tanky stage, and I had to rely on a Sky Blast activation in one of those moves, and with that 23 combo as well, that actually really helped me in securing me the itemless S-Rank. If it wasn't for the huge combo, it probably might not have been possible, or it will probably be much harder. Alright, so yeah, so there we go. We just barely got the itemless S-Rank for this stage, and yeah, we actually got a pretty wicked combo as well, another 22 combo. So even though it ended off with a 19,000 damage altogether. Yeah, these stages really have a huge tanky HP, so I will let you guys, like I mentioned before, you guys, it will be much easier for you guys to actually have a fully candied Mega Rayquaza and just spam it through most of these main stages, because it will be very easy to actually miss out itemless S-Ranks on the first 9 of these stages, to be honest with you. Alright, so for this is another difficult repeat stage, or at least one of the tougher repeat stages. And with this, if you actually bring Umbreon with you, there is a good chance that you can actually trick the bot into having icons matching for itself, to be honest. So basically, as you guys actually saw with my fully candied Mega Heracross, despite me not making any moves, it actually Mega Evolved. So yeah, I did not expect that. You can get free activation sometimes if you actually bring Umbreon, but this only happens if you only bring Umbreon into the stage. And as you can see, Umbreon will actually start to disrupt and actually replace all of these corner metal blocks. So it will start from the top left corner and it will travel in a clockwise orientation. So it will start on the top left corner, and Umbreon will just keep replacing these blocks all the way in the clockwise position until the bottom left hand corner. And once it has finished replacing the bottom left hand corner, it will start to summon the original crazy barrier starting layout once again. So you guys probably want to avoid that, but I will be showing you basically this will be how nasty its disruptions will be after it finishes replacing all of those 4 blocks, or at least once it starts to summon Umbreon icons in all of the 4 corners. And yeah, Mega Heracross actually does pretty well in barrier stages, in pretty nasty disruption stages. So yeah, I personally find that doing a full Mega Speed Up Candy investment on Mega Heracross has pretty much paid off. And we also got the Itemless S-Rank, but like I said, this is one of the tougher repeat stages, so you probably want to use a +5 moves here. And an even tougher stage will probably be even Bulbasaur. You guys can actually see that my Mega Heracross is still fully candied. My Charizard is one of the very few Pokemons that actually have the race max level, so it is at level 15. But outside of that, everything else is the same. Ilugia is actually here for its Eject Plus, because apart from the annoying initial starting disruptions, you'll be getting 3 Bulbasaurs greeting you once you enter the stage. So Ilugia will be there to actually use his Eject Plus to get rid of those Bulbasaur icons. And with every disruptions, you'll be getting any random 4 rocks that will actually mimic the start of the stage, along with an additional 1 Bulbasaur icon. So yeah, for me personally, is trying to mix up between Eject Plus, trying to actually burn it as well, as you guys can see right here. So Mega Charizard can actually do more damage with its fire attacks, and making use of Vaconia's Mega Boost to actually get Mega Heracross up and running. So yeah, that's pretty much the team synergy that I actually had for this team. And yeah, it's a really tough stage. It might be good to actually use Disruption Delay and +5 moves to actually guarantee the safe S-Rank, because if you want to do it itemless like me, as you guys can see, you'll be needing rounds of really big combos. And yeah, Mega Heracross has a strong ability, has a strong attack in actually really cutting its HP really well with its strong 90 base power compared to the likes of Slowbo and Mega Sharpedo. But yeah, it will be very risky for you guys to actually do itemless for this stage, so probably maybe use a disruption delay and maybe +5 moves with a Mega Gengar team, or even with a Mega Rayquaza team. And now we actually come into Poliwag. So with this, I'll be using Budew here for its Mega Boost Plus, because the key here is basically you want to do the correct starting move for this stage, and you want to evolve Mega Septal as soon as possible. Alright, so the important move here is basically C6 to E1. C6 to E1. Doesn't matter if you do reverse or it's just basically C6 to E1. And with that, something like the Star Raptor stage, if you guys actually remember the old stage, most of the metal blocks will be buried right at the bottom. And yeah, that's pretty much the stage. The most important move here is basically the starting move here. And you guys should be able to get the S rank if you actually use +5 moves here for safety. As you guys actually saw, the previous move was actually a nice 15 combo, but Bidou failed to actually activate this Mega Boost Plus. So yeah, unfortunately that was the case. But in the end, Mega Septal, as usual, I find it pretty reliable. So go with a full grass team. Mega Septal actually got me the Itemless S rank, as you guys can see right here, and yeah, really nice stuff, I feel. Alright, so it comes to catching another new Pokemon. So there were actually quite a lot of repeat stages here. If I'm not wrong, there might be a total of maybe 5 or 6 within this batch of 10 stages. So yeah, as again, it just wouldn't stay in the Pokeball. I don't know what's up. Yeah, so like I mentioned, for these 10 stages, it will be really easy to actually miss out the Itemless S ranks within 1 moves or 2 moves. So yeah, so Poliwag as cheer, something like Shiny Magikarp, a unique ability, but I don't think we'll probably use it. Alright, so yeah, like I mentioned, if you really have a fully Candy Mega Rayquaza, it should be able to at least try to help you get those Itemless S ranks much easier. So just keep trying. Otherwise, it might be a safer bet to actually use +5 moves for majority of these stages to actually secure the S rank. And if anyone tells you that you probably don't need the +5 moves, trust me, you probably need it, because you guys can basically tell from the video, you actually need a lot of, or you need rounds of pretty high combos just in order to actually secure a possible Itemless S rank, and it is probably not the risk of you attempting the stage multiple times, honestly. Alright, so coming into this stage, Cyndaquil, it is probably just as annoying, if not maybe, yeah, probably as annoying as Bulbasaur. So its options are actually pretty nasty, and if you guys can actually tell, this is one of the very few times where I did not actually bring my Landorus terrain form with its boosted risk taker ability. The reason being is because if you guys actually saw the starting stage, it is full of barriers in the center. Barrier Bash Plus ability is just as important as a block Smash Plus ability to actually get rid of those rocks. And Gordon's quick ability is also technically just as important to actually try to avoid more of those nasty block disruptions, because it will start at summoning 2 blocks, and sooner or later it will start to summon 3 blocks, and then it will start to summon 4 blocks. So you guys probably get the picture. And yeah, it's gonna be really tough, and it will be pretty annoying for you guys to actually attempt this Itemless. So to be safe, if you guys actually use +5 moves, you should be able to get the S rank for this stage. I wouldn't say that you would need a disruption delay. If you actually do have a quick Gordon, it should really come in handy, especially if you actually have the skill highly boosted. Outside of that, yeah, like I mentioned, abilities, this is a stage where Barrier Bash Plus, Block Smash Plus, and Quick are all pretty much equally important, such that you don't even really have time to actually make use of Landorus risk taker ability. So yeah, that was the team that I used. That was the team strategy that I actually had in mind. So hopefully if you guys use this team actually works out well for you. It did get me the Itemless S ranks with 11 moves left, so even despite getting a really high catch rate at 60% with a Pokeball, it just wouldn't stay in the freaking Pokeball. I don't know, my luck with these 10 main stages were really probably the worst I ever had in my shuffle journey so far. Alright, so just like Chikorita, it also has Rock Break Plus as ability, so maybe you could actually bring it into the Bayleaf stage, and yeah, maybe it can actually work out. Even for the Bulbasaur stage, even if actually skill swap Entei for its Rock Break Plus ability, that could also come in handy. Alright, so for this next stage, this is another stage that you can also easily miss out an itemless S-Rank here. So for this stage, I will recommend you guys actually bring in a +5 moves here. And the reason why I actually decided to use the Mega as Mega Blaziken and not use Mega Charizard Y as the Mega is because I wanted to really... Okay, this sounds a bit... Okay, basically because Charizard has a higher base attack now with 105, so technically it will make more sense, I feel, to actually use it as a support member instead of a Mega, to be honest. But then again, if you're actually using a Mega Blaziken team, what Mega Blaziken does is actually because it actually swaps and replaces Charizard and all your fire team members, so it will be doing its 90 base attack power cascading effect. So yeah, but to be fair, if you do use Charizard as a support member instead of a Mega, you have more chance of actually burning the Pokemon, as you guys actually saw right there. So I actually managed to actually burn Gallade twice, and with Power activations, it will boost your fire attacks by 20%, the burn will actually boost it by another 50%, and Mega Blaziken will just do the rest. And there is that. So itemless S-Rank with 9 moves left. We got no personalized skill boosters, but again, this is another stage that you probably want to bring +5 moves for Gallade to actually really secure the S-Rank. And now we actually come into Meowtastic, so it is another 3 Pokemon stage. So if you guys haven't really finished your mission cards or even activated your 120 combo mission cards, or your you're getting 60,000 scorecards, then it's probably a good idea to actually make sure you activate those mission cards when you're attempting these main stages, because this new batch of main stages do have a lot of opportunities for you to actually basically get those missions done. Alright, so for this stage, I will be making use of Mega Heracross once again, but you don't really need Mega Heracross, to be perfectly honest. It only summons rocks here, so the disruptions aren't too bad, to be honest. So Mega Gengar is probably the optimal Mega choice here. I just pretty much bought Mega Heracross here just to show appreciation of how good it can actually potentially be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Using Mega Gengar team here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Mega Gengar, maybe hopefully you can actually get the itemless S-Rank within the first 2 moves, same like Village as well. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Another 3 Pokemon stage, another opportunity for you to get those mission cards challenges done, and that's it. Yeah, so Mega Gengar, a fully candy Mega Heracross, can do pretty well on these stages as well. And this will be yet another annoying stage that you can actually miss out your itemless S-Ranks with. Alright, so as I mentioned, the first 9 stages I actually did were actually itemless S-Ranks, and they were all successful itemless S-Ranks, but this stage is another stage with a lot, and I mean a lot of HP. I just want to let you guys know that Quake Goldon does not work on poison stages, but you do not really need to bring a disruption delay for this stage. Instead, if you guys do want to actually stall its disruptions, its rocks disruptions, you probably want to bring Male Spirit with you for its Sleep Charm effect, and that will be probably the best Pokemon to actually try to actually stall its disruptions. I'm not too sure whether Paralyzed Elzurf works, it probably doesn't, so try to be down on Sleep Charm for this instance. And as you guys can see, it actually summons rocks, so That's one reason why I actually bought Deoxy here, for its Sword Plus ability to actually get rid of, or at least to replace, as many rocks as possible. Mega Garchomp is usually the optimum Mega choice for me if it's available, to be honest. And yeah, Landvor's Terrain Form is there for its Risk Taker ability. Mewtwo is there for its additional Swap ability. And that's it. You can probably replace Mewtwo for Mill Spirit, but I feel that for this stage, using a team of full 80 base power is probably very important here, especially if you're going for the itemless S rank, because you will need that full raw power as much as getting as many high combos as possible. So for this stage, thankfully I got that really high 28 mega Garchomp combo right there, and I finished off with another 10 combos. So yeah, you really need those high combos, and this video is probably proof that you guys can see how tough itemless S ranks will be. And now we come to Mr. Pringles. Well, it's a Jellicent male version, but yeah, much tougher than the female counterpart in the Safari, and probably has even a worse ability compared to the female counterpart here. So if you guys can see, the initial disruptions will be a full barrier stage, pretty much in the form of a Chinese symbol, which is probably big, something like those you know, if you play Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow, Fire Blast pretty much has this same symbol also, roughly that. So yeah, it's a Chinese symbol for big, and it is a big pain in the head to actually do this stage with only +5 moves. So for this team, actually bringing Hoopa here for its Barrier Bash Plus, and it is probably the MVP Pokemon for this stage, to be perfectly honest. The other two members I actually bought are just there pretty much for its high base power, because this stage has a lot, and I mean a lot of HP. As you guys can see, even though we did our first 6 moves, it hardly even really made a significant dent into its HP. That's how tough this stage can actually be. So if you guys really have to, do bring Mega Start, Disruption Delay and +5 moves, and with significant amount of combos, you should be able to secure the S rank here. And as you guys can see, after 2 rounds of disrupting blocks, it will start to summon that annoying big Chinese symbol barriers once again. So yeah, it's a really annoying stage, and thankfully I got that amazing 15 combo with when I actually did a duo combo of Barrier Bash plus Hoopa along with Mega Absol's Mega Effect. So yeah, thankfully those two actually work hand in hand with a really good synergy. And Mega Absol is probably really useful here, not only in taking down most of those barriers once it summons that annoying original starting barrier layout, but it can also help to get rid of as many of these as many of these blocks as possible as well. So yeah, I would say Mega Absol is probably the best Mega to actually use on this stage. So a Mega Start, Mega Absol, Hoopa Confine, and your 2 strongest optimized Pokemon should be able to get this stage done. And thankfully, with 11 moves left, I did manage to get this stage done with using only +5 moves. But again, I emphasize, do try to bring Mega Start, Disruption Delay and +5 moves to hopefully, and it should guarantee you the S rank, because this stage does not really require the need for a complexity -1. Alright, so yeah, that's stage 430 for you guys, and again, it just would not stay. So it is another great ball attempt, and thankfully it had the super catch rate to put it to max. If not, it might be Foolish Milk all over again, running away at 90%. So yeah, it has a prank ability, not as good as its mindset ability for its female counterpart, I feel. So yeah, so there we go. We got the next 10 stages S rank, pretty much with very limited items. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, drop a like, please subscribe, and catch you guys next time. Take care.